Come with me to pastry school in New York City. This is day 99 and we're working on our final cakes. I can't believe that this is our second to last day of class. It is so crazy. In the last class, I prepared all of these different petals for the flowers that I'm going to be putting on my final wedding cake. And today it was time to build them. Jeff came over to give me a demo on how to actually put this together. So I started by bunching together a bunch of these little stamens and then taped them together around a wire with some flower tape. Then one by one, I started adding the petals and arranging them around the base of the wire. It's not that difficult, but these petals are so delicate, so the entire time I was so worried about breaking any of them since I had spent literally 4 hours making these. I really loved how these flowers were looking as they came together, and I slowly, one by one, started building all of them, being so careful. Once I had all my flowers built, I set those aside and moved on to adding fondant onto my cake layers. For this cake, it's really all about the outside, so the inside is actually styrofoam, and we need to save a lot for the final day because we can't store these cakes once they're built. Thankfully, we had the fondant machine, so I was able to roll out my fondant super easily, then lay it on top of my cake board. For this, I was doing the same things I did with the real cake in our other class from last week. So I laid the fondant on top and then slowly started smoothing it out all around the styrofoam. I actually found it a bit easier to do this on styrofoam than on the real cakes. Once I had my 6-inch layer looking all nice and smooth, I moved on to my 8-inch layer, which is definitely a bit harder since it's a bigger piece of fondant. Once I had my cake layers, I set those aside and I came back to my flowers to paint on a little bit of dust to give them some depth and some color. I was really proud with how these turned out. I absolutely love these flowers, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but come back for our final class, day 100, to see my final wedding cake.